For nearly the past 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic has presented an unprecedented challenge for the overall aviation industry. Now, with travel restrictions being eased and airlines resuming parts of their network, things appear to be progressing back to a recovery. As business gradually returns back to normal, there was an oasis of activity recently at the Dubai Airshow, which took over the headlines with several major landmark aircraft orders being made there. This video will highlight some of the aircraft orders for the aircraft manufacturers at the Dubai Airshow. Specifically, this video will focus on commercial aircraft. The first major aircraft manufacturer that we'll highlight is Airbus, which received a major order for over 255 Airbus A321neo family of aircraft from the Phoenix-based equity fund firm Indigo Partners. This was the biggest reported deal at the Dubai Airshow, worth around $33 billion according to list prices, and Indigo Partners placed the order for A321neo and the A321XLR aircraft. These aircraft will be distributed to the Indigo Partners portfolio airlines including Wizz Air, Frontier, Volaris, and JetSmart. Also part of a deal is an upgrade from A320neo aircraft to A321neos for JetSmart and Volaris. This order secures the Indigo Partner portfolio airlines as an Airbus aircraft operator with over 1,145 A320 family aircraft orders to date. Following the major haul that Airbus got from Indigo Partners, the second high-profile order that Airbus received was from Kuwait-based Jazeera Airways for 20 Airbus A320neo and A321neo aircraft. While the A320 and A321neo orders were the highlights for Airbus, there was an order for the A220s, with Nigeria-based regional airline Embraer placing an order for 10 of the aircraft. With the A220s, Embraer plans to expand its network across the African continent. Not to be outshined, Boeing also made their own headlines at the recent Dubai Airshow, especially with the highlight of the demo flight of the 777X to the public. Getting the 777-9 used for the demo flight was also an accomplishment for the American aircraft manufacturer, as the aircraft completed a 15-hour nonstop flight from Seattle Boeing Field to Dubai World Central, where the Dubai Airshow was being held. Following the treat of the 777X demo flight, the business of getting aircraft orders and sales were ongoing, as their air freighter options were also making headlines. In particular, conversions of the 767-300 and the 737-100 received orders from airlines like Air Tanzania, Emirates, DHL, and Iceland, with DHL in particular placing an order for 9 767-300 BCFs, the largest single order for the converted 767s to date. Along with the freighter orders, Boeing also announced plans to open conversion centers for the 737-800s to the BCF variants in Canada and at London Gatwick. However, the biggest headline order for Boeing at the Dubai Airshow was a major order for 72 737 MAX aircraft from a new soon-to-launch Indian-based carrier, Akasa Air. The order by Akasa Air for the 737 MAX jets is worth around $9 billion in list prices, and the order would involve Akasa Air receiving the Dash 8 along with the higher capacity Dash 8-200 variants. For Boeing and the 737 MAX program, it is a major win for the presence in India for the single-aisle jets from the aircraft manufacturer, as most other operations and airlines in the country of India are operating Airbus narrow-body aircraft like the A320 and A321s. While the big aircraft like the 737s and the A320 family aircraft received a lot of attention at the Dubai Airshow, there was also some interest from regional aircraft from the likes of ATR, which reported 29 aircraft orders and announced a new engine offering for the aircraft. From their product line, the ATR 72-600 aircraft received a lot of attention and orders from the likes of Afrijet, Air Corsica, Tarom, and Binter Carnerius. Though the biggest highlight for ATR was the introduction of a new variant of the ATR 42, the 600S, which offers short takeoff and landing capabilities. This brings up a letter of intent that was signed with Toki Air, a new Japanese regional carrier that will launch in 2022. Toki Air will be leasing 2 ATR 42 aircraft. though Toki Air will introduce the 42600S for operations at small airfields with runways of just 800 meters, such as the likes of the airport at Sado off the coast of Niigata, Japan. Continuing with the regional aircraft manufacturers, Brazil-based Embraer received an order for 3 E175s from Lagos, Nigeria-based airline Overland Airways. Along with the aircraft order, it also announced plans for a new 70 to 90-seater turboprop regional aircraft to launch in 2027, with plans for the aircraft to run on sustainable fuel. While the aircraft manufacturers like the likes of Boeing and Airbus are heavily competing year in and year out, the major aircraft orders are a positive sign for the aircraft manufacturers who have been dealing with nearly 2 years of airlines adjusting and canceling orders, along with suspending production and deliveries in some cases. From the number of orders, it seems like Airbus is a runaway winner at the Dubai Airshow with the over 255 aircraft orders from Indigo partners, though for the most part we could say the aviation industry overall is a winner as there is confidence in the industry. This confidence could also be seen by the new upstart airlines that have launched during the COVID-19 pandemic, along with some of the new soon-to-launch airlines that have been making their plans as the aviation industry recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic, such as the likes of Akasa Air with their order for 72 Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. This is leading many like the likes of Airbus and Boeing to forecast a major growth in the aviation industry and aircraft orders within the next 2 decades. However, there is some caution and skepticism the aviation industry would see a major growth over the next few decades. Among those with concerns is Embraer, which forecasts instead of a growth a decline of over 20% of the aviation industry by 2040, citing the need of less business travel as more people are remote working and also using the internet rather than making trips to conduct business. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I would like to know what your thoughts on the aircraft orders, along with your own personal outlook for the overall in aircraft orders over the next few years. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates from the aviation and travel scene in the Asia Pacific. Thank you for watching and have a great day.